Hi, I'm Susie Garden, and this is the Ageless and Awesome podcast. I'm an age-defying naturopath and clinical nutritionist, and I'm here to bust myths around women's health and aging so that you can be ageless and awesome in your 40s, 50s, and beyond. The Ageless and Awesome podcast is dedicated to helping women through perimenopause and menopause with great health, a positive mindset, and outrageous confidence. Hit subscribe or follow now, and let's get started. Hello, gorgeous one, and welcome to this week's episode of the Ageless and Awesome podcast. This week, I'm starting off a new series on weight loss, which if you've been listening for a while, you know this is an absolute passion for me to help women with weight loss. Why is that? Well, because I see the impact on women's health. I see the struggles that women have with losing weight, particularly over 40 and over 50. And it really kind of gets my blood boiling when people feel like they can't do anything about this, when they've tried everything and it's not working. And then they come and see me and we see results. So I really wanted to kind of start talking about it because it is September. It is a time when many people are, we're in the Southern Hemisphere, so we're coming out of winter, coming into spring. The weather's already quite warm. I'm here in Queensland. And, people are thinking about summer and wanting to look and feel good. So this week I'm going to talk about mindset. To me, as a weight loss coach, and I've been working specifically in weight loss for, this is my 4th year. And from what I see, I can give someone the perfect personalized plan. But if the mindset is not there, it's a struggle. And so the very first thing that I ask clients who work with me to do is to do some mindset work. And I wanted to talk today about how that works. I honestly think mindset is, and this is probably for most things in life, mindset is probably 70% of your ability to be successful in what you do, and particularly around any aspect of health. Specifically weight though, because weight is a complicated topic, issue, whatever you want to call it, for many, many women. Not all women, of course, but for many of us, whether or not you've struggled with weight over your life, often we have some body image kind of things going on, whether that's just some negative self-talk. I say just is actually pretty important. But whether it is negative self-talk, whether it is very significant health issues going on because of excess weight that may have accumulated. You may be someone that has tried absolutely everything. And believe me, I talk to women every single week, and everybody that I speak to, everybody has generally tried so many different things, and they feel like nothing has worked and nothing is going to work, and they are absolutely stuck. And so I think one of the key things when you're wanting to go on a weight loss journey is actually to have some support that can help you create your inspired mindset so that you can actually stick with your plan, actually have a plan, stick with your plan and reach your goals, whatever they might be. And this is, I think, probably the first thing when we talk about mindset, or when I'm talking about mindset with my clients, is that the number on the scales isn't necessarily where your mind is most going to serve you. And if you can look at and understand other drivers for your desire to be a certain weight, that can be an absolute game changer when it comes to the more challenging times on your weight loss journey. I'm never going to sit here and pretend that it's easy. I can certainly make things easier by providing structure and providing coaching and support, but changing lifestyle, whether it's food, whether it's movement, whether it's other things, is challenging. We got to break habits, and that's really hard sometimes. So when you have some really specific techniques that you can use to help to support and guide you, that makes the world of difference. So that's what I want to talk about today, is some of those techniques. And I guess the first one is what I've just mentioned, is not so much to focus on the number as the goal, and more to uncover what is that going to give you? What is that number on the scales going to give you? Now, I'm not saying don't have a weight loss goal. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, sure, you do actually need to kind of choose a number. Maybe I often get people just to think about, what weight were you when you feel like you were most comfortable in your body, when you felt good, and that can be a helpful guide. And even if you have a number and you decide to change that number during the journey, then that's cool as well. But having a number is good just to give you some sort of benchmarking. Also, another thing, if you don't want to use a weight loss number, actually, I'm just going to correct myself. You don't have to have a weight loss number. But there's some sort of benchmarking is helpful. So even if it's your measurements, just one measurement, like your waist measurement, that can be really helpful. I do have a couple of clients that don't want to know their weight because of past histories of eating disorders. And so we use other measures so that, if having or talking about your weight triggers you, then we can use other things that you maybe don't have that associated baggage. So I just want to make that clear. So yeah, let's talk about some of the techniques that I use to help create an inspired mindset. So yeah, we just talked about maybe not having such a big focus on the number on the scale. So what kind of things do I go through with clients? And the first thing I do is give them a little tool called the wellness wheel. And the wellness wheel is a way to analyze holistically where you are at in your life, your health. It actually really doesn't have a lot to do with weight, to be honest. I have a little scale of 0 to 5, and I get my clients to look at things like their health, of course, but their career or their purpose, fun and leisure, love and romance, spirituality or personal growth, friends, family, and finance. And I get them to rate all of those different things from 0 to 5, 0 being obviously completely unsatisfactory and 5 being very satisfied. And so once they have done that, then comes the digging. So I recommend just choosing one of those aspects. So look at where you're most unsatisfied and let's dig into it. Do a little bit of journaling. Find out what is going on with that. Why are you unsatisfied? Why are you not taking action? My coach, Anne, she was on the podcast a few weeks ago. One of her sayings, which I love, there's 2 sayings that I love that I find really helpful. One is, if you're not changing it, you're choosing it. And the other one she says is, no one is coming to save you, which is a particularly good one. And when you do some self-reflection and self-analysis, and this is why I love the wellness wheel, because if you're not someone who has done any of that before, this gives you a really good structure. So you rate those different areas of life, choose the one that is the kind of either the most important to you or the lowest rated, and journal it out. Journaling helps you calm your mind, makes you feel more organized. It frees up resources in your mind for other things. We know from research it improves your mental health. It improves your immune system, believe it or not, and it helps you to clarify what is important to you. And also what I love personally is it helps you create order, particularly when your world feels like it's in chaos. Journaling helps you to get to know yourself by revealing your most private fears, your thoughts, your feelings, and it's helpful to have some structure. So the wellness wheel that I provide, and I'm happy to actually provide that to anyone who would like it. So if that is something you would like, I'm more than happy to send it to you. Just DM me either through the podcast if you're on Spotify or on Instagram at Susie Garden Wellness. I'm more than happy to email that to you. And yeah, so then just looking at once you kind of have done some journaling, and I give you prompts to do that, then it can be very, very enlightening, actually. Some of the prompts that I use in that journal, the Wellness Wheel, here's one. If I truly aligned with my soul's desires, what do I want to create for my health? And how do I want to feel? What will that allow me to have that I don't currently have? And then what small steps can I take to improve my health? And that could be as simple as drinking more water, having an apple a day, making an appointment to see my doctor, my physio, my naturopath, whoever it is. So what I love about this process is that you're understanding what the issues are, you're feeling, what will that allow me to have that I don't currently have, and then create some small steps. But then the next step is the really important step. You close your eyes and visualize taking these small actions. You feel deeply what it feels like to do these things and move closer to what you desire for your life. Your mind, this is critical. Your mind doesn't know the difference between doing the task and thinking it's doing the task. I'm going to say that again because this is true. Your mind doesn't know the difference between doing the task and thinking it's doing the task. This is a really great manifestation technique and will help spur you to take action. So that is one thing that can help you create a mindset of success, particularly when it comes to health, to finance, to relationships, to weight loss. So that is the Wellness Wheel. The other thing that I do is I get my beautiful clients to think about what are they going to receive, when they reach their goal. And some of the questions that help to uncover this, and again, it becomes a bit of a write. You don't have to write. Some people that don't like journaling, I've had them use the recording function in their phone and they just talk. Or, maybe just thinking is the right thing for you, and that's fine too. But for most people, writing does help a lot. So some of the questions, again, what will having that weight loss, for example, what will having that give me that I don't currently have? What things will I experience when I have that? What will that allow me to feel? And what will that mean for my life? All of these things that are beyond that number on the scales are critical, because really, what is the number? What is that? If I'm thinking of a particular weight that I want to be, and you may already have some feelings associated with that, but it is so good to actually quantify it with some questions, some self-reflection. I don't think we really, and I even myself, I don't spend enough time doing these self-reflection type tasks. And it's one of the goals. I actually just did my goal setting this morning. I'm recording this on Monday, the 4th of September. And I sat down this morning and did some reflection of what the goals I had for my business and my life for this month. It's my birthday this month, so it's always a good time to do some reflection around that. And to write that down, because that does have some power. So these are the things that I think help to create a really substantial, positive, and supportive and inspiring mindset when you are wanting to make change, and particularly around weight loss. And understanding when you do all this for this self-reflection of what will that mean for my life? What will that give me I don't currently have? What will I experience when I have that? What will that allow me to feel? That all helps give you your why. And when you have a really solid why, then that really increases your chances of success. Really increases your chances of success, because you really understand the reasons you're doing this, the reasons you're not having sugar, the reasons that, you're perhaps not, whatever your vice is, you're not having that as often as you want potentially. Or you're doing, movement in your day that you weren't doing before, and you're finding that a little challenging to get started. They say the hardest part of going for a walk is putting your shoes on. Again, mindset, really important. And then once you understand what your why is, then creating some reminders, I guess, that help you to remember every day your why. And that might be writing something on a post-it note, having it on your computer. I often have post-it notes hanging off my computer. I have things on the notice board I have behind my computer so that I'm looking at it all the time. You may use it to create a vision board. You may put it as your lock screen on your phone. You might pop a little reminder of what your why is. So all of this helps to embed this positive mindset. So when you're going on a health journey or a weight loss journey, it's not just about that number on the scales. So I'm curious as to what you think about this. I'd love it if you would DM me on Instagram. I would love it if you would message me through the podcast and let me know what you think about mindset as the first thing that I help people with in my program, the Glow Protocol, but also just in generally with any kind of weight loss journey. So I hope this has been helpful to you. If you are interested in talking to me about your health, your weight, then you can book in for a pre-screening call. It is free. I get a lot out of it. There's no pressure to enroll in the program. In fact, I don't take enrollments over the phone. I send you an email afterwards, so you've got plenty of time to think. I don't want to take people into this program that don't want to be here or that are unsure. You need to be ready. You need to be ready. Also, of course, as I said before, if you want a copy of the Wellness Wheel to do a little bit of self-reflection on a number of different areas of your life, just let me know and I'm more than happy to send it. So I hope you have a great week. I'll be back on Thursday with Q&A and I will see you then. Thanks so much for joining me today on the Ageless and Awesome podcast. If you liked today's episode, please make sure you click the little plus button if you're on Apple Podcasts or the follow button if you're on Spotify so that you can get each new episode delivered to you every single week. If you like free stuff, and who doesn't, then head over to susiegarden.com and grab my 8 essential age-defying secrets every woman over 40 should know right now. Or if you'd like to continue the discussion, head over to Instagram and DM me at Susie Garden Wellness. I'd love to connect with you.